Holy you.
Boom!
So wait, are we restarting this recording altogether?
All right.
Clap, clap.
45th Parallel Podcast brought to you by Advanced Firearm Training. Today it's also brought to you by Winco Water, by Veo the Band, Demetrius and everything he brings to the game. Demetrius is pretty much is the game.
Meg 1 and Meg 2.
Both here. Thing
Both
1,
here?
Thing 2.
Behind
Meg
the
1,
camera?
Meg 2.
Doing well.
Camera 1,
Doing
Camera
good.
2.
Yeah.
And Junior.
Oh, yeah, and Junior Lopez.
Representing
Oh, yeah.
Mexico.
Sabino Lopez.
Mexican roots. American growing.
You have the same shirt on.
I got an Irish one.
Yeah, you didn't read the email.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
One of us is not like the other.
Well, no, I just got to say that I am now proven to everyone this week that I don't just have the same shirt, because I think I accidentally wore the same shirt 3 podcast weeks in a row.
You kind of did, but you know what?
You know,
He took that shirt
Yeah.
off the rack and changed a minute ago, guys.
It's not bad though.
You know why?
I just want everybody out there to make sure
Jeremy, it's because he went to private school and wore the same shirt over and over. Yeah.
You know what I do every Thursday
I remember
morning?
being
I
there.
literally do this. I get up, I look at the podcast, and I scroll through to make sure I don't wear the same
That's
shirt.
not a bad idea,
I
because I
literally
look like
do
a
that.
fool the last 3 weeks.
Because I
kind
almost
of.
wore the same shirt several times too, and I was like, oh, I already wore that shirt? Dang
See,
it.
here's the thing though: it's either you fully commit to it, or it's awkward. Because like, you could have like uniform straight up.
That's
and be,
true.
like, same
That's
thing.
true.
Or like you switch it up, and then people are like, did you watch that?
Yeah.
I know. We film all the podcasts in one day, guys. Don't be fooled.
See, because you guys don't see D off camera, he wears the same Affliction and Ed Hardy shirts every
Oh
week.
my god!
A lot of Abercrombie and
See-
Fitch too.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
He's making an appearance.
Woo!
Oh.
Now, they got a moonwalk going off. If you'd have moonwalked back out.
All right, Cam, your turn.
Don't do that.
For
to
what?
me. Ed Hardy Affliction.
You just get, you're yup in your white tee.
No, don't get me wrong. Hey, shout out to them franchise boys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Affliction. Don't get me wrong. There was a time.
Sure. Yeah.
But a solid decade has passed.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, if you say a solid decade, we won't challenge you on that. So let's go into these ARs. What do you guys want to start with? I think I'm going to start with, after asking you guys what you did, I just ran right over top of you guys.
Yeah. Jeez. Wow.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
D.
Yeah.
D, what's the idea,
When
D?
when I was texting, I was like, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but why not actually do that? So
Good, bad, ugly. I gotcha.
What are the bad parts? And like, what do you guys just like hate? Like whether it's like stereotypes, whether it's like,
Fuds.
Fuds. What do you hate? What do you love? What do you?
Yeah.
I
I like that.
I'm going to start with the thing that bugs me most about the AR culture.
So we're going with the bad first. Okay.
The bad.
Yeah, let's start with, end on a good note, right?
The bad, the ugly, and the good.
Wow, we should have brought out your cult collection. Because, so Junior over here has a cult collection of ARs and how they've changed over the years from the original M16 version down to the more M4 to the even more modern, and variances of that have came out since then. You have a way variety of different butt stocks and different grips and
Just
people
different
done.
formats. Of
Yeah,
the same
formats.
gun,
It's all doing the same thing. The standard issue AR has a 16-inch barrel because a rifle has to have a 16-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Unless it's been SBR'd.
Yes.
And what does SBR mean?
Short barrel rifle. That's an excellent question.
Nice and simple.
We should always break it down Barney style.
Wow.
No,
yeah,
as we call it in the Army. So break it
before-
down Barney style so
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
understands.
Okay.
It's not a derogatory
I thought you were
thing.
calling D a child.
No.
right now.
It just
No.
means like, ARs for dummies type of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can call this episode even ARs for dummies.
ARs for dummies.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first heard about the AR, like I don't have like the most extensive like background when it comes to guns. I didn't like grow up like that, but I've always had like an interest for them and whatnot. But I'm looking at pictures, I'm like, this looks like an this looks like an M4. This looks like an M16, but like shorter, like not an M16, but
I understand.
But yeah, so
An AR does not stand for assault rifle. That's probably the biggest mistake everybody makes in the general public. It's actually Armalite was a company that came out with the first design.
Yep.
AR was short for Armalite. It had nothing to do with assault rifle. That's just
Shout out Eugene Stoner for developing the gun, designing it.
you the man.
Why isn't it an AL then? Why they go AR?
You know, I don't understand how
See,
they do that
yeah.
either, but I figured there's something there, and I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like how, a Band-Aid. There's the Band-Aid brand, there's the Armalite brand, and then everything else just became a Band-Aid after that, or a Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Yeah.
It's actually a tissue.
Yeah.
Kleenex is one brand of tissues.
Yeah.
Megan 2 just gave me the thumbs up, like I said something's intelligent. I like it.
Wow.
'Cause everything I say is intelligent.
Ring Girl Brie.
Oh,
Whoa.
So, okay, we're starting with the bad, huh? The bad
The
of
bad.
ARs. Yeah.
I think in the bad in the community is there's a group of people stuck on the M1,
Mhm.
and they like, ARs, those are just evil guns and everything. I'm like, you're not driving a Model T, are you? That's how I always look at it. Like,
right.
you're still on your dial-up? Like,
Yeah, well, the bad thing is, too, is that because the news, even for gun guys, right, the news is so just down on ARs of the last 5-10 years. And for some reason, understandably so, there's been a lot of bad things happen with them, but that is so few and far in between.
but yes, more shootings are done
hold
by
on, hold on.
handguns.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Memory full.
Oh, no.
You know what, D? You're going to have some editing to do. AR, I think, is one of the guns that's loved by a lot of groups and not by some groups. I think that group either doesn't want to come around or admit, or they lack of knowledge of the AR. The thing that I liked about ARs, I'm going to put on my good checklist, is you can style an AR in so many different ways. Like, it's become an art.
Yes.
We've done custom in every single color you could ever think of. Themed guns that look like Ghostbuster cars, DeWalt power tools. I'm getting ready to build a Mountain Dew oriented gun because someone bought me a little Mountain Dew dust cover.
There you go.
So basically, sometimes I get a dust cover. Remember that shark dust cover I have?
Yeah,
Tiger shark?
the bomber shark
and,
kind of deal.
and then I'm just going to build the whole gun based off that little piece.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do it. Aero Precision drops new colors like the first Friday of every month.
Yeah.
And some of them are like, damn. And some of them are like, meh.
Yeah.
But it's probably, they catch everybody out there. The other thing I like is, sorry guys, the calibers. It's really grown a lot. It's a 5.56 that will also shoot a 223 in it. So you can shoot both rounds in it if you have the 5.56 barrel.
And then.
Or a 223 wild barrel.
And then.
Where you can rebuild the gun and shoot a 3. If you switch out the barrel and everything else stays the same, you can do a 300 blackout.
And then.
Yep.
You can also get the format in a 22 long rifle.
Yep.
So I brought the ammo out just so everybody can get a comparison size, or somewhat. I know it's gonna be small on camera, but it'll give you a good idea as far as how far the platform has gone and versatile. As far as some people just say the AR platform is just for the military, but we got a lot of hunters. 22 real good for a lot of use. 22, everybody likes shooting 22. The platform, there's a lot of 22 rifles out there in the AR platform. Fun to shoot. We got our carbines, whatever caliber of carbine you choose.
9mm, 40.
Yeah, I mean, companies like CMMG now, you go into their little Banshees, their little pistol caliber carbines. They got anything from 9mm to 45 ACP to 5.7 to 300 blackout to 5.56, like
10mm.
10 mil. I mean, all of it. It's crazy.
That is one platform. You have to make some modifications to build it.
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can run. Oh man, you probably run every caliber if you get the parts.
I mean, probably, yeah.
It's like the Honda Civic.
It's the Honda Civic.
It's the Honda
When you
Civic.
go up in calibers, you just did a V8 conversion.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I've seen. We had a guy here, the 50 Beowulf AR the other day.
50 Beowulf, yeah.
Yeah, 450 Bushmaster.
Yep.
Good
I
brush
brought
458
a-
SOCOM. Yeah. They got 458 SOCOM, which is a hammer. Then you jump up to your AR-10s.
Yeah, I say AR-10's a big one. I've seen this in 6.5 Creedmoor, 308s. I got a suppressor on mine. This was one of those limited edition arrow runs with matching mag pull. I don't know, 6-7 months ago. It hangs on my office wall.
Yeah.
A lot of people have switched to using this for hunting with a 5-round mag instead of the traditional bolt action. And I think that's hard for some people to accept. A lot of people are like, that gun's only for military. But a lot of guys are going elk hunting, deer hunting with an AR platform with the right magazine in it. So therefore we're not breaking any rules or anything and not losing our rights. Yep. But this is just an example of one of the platforms that many things it's gone to.
Well, and like you said too, it's like it's kind of a big boy's Lego set or big girl's Lego set. You know, It's just a big person's Lego set. You can make it any colors you want, any kind of designs, but within that also, it's basically the same gun if you make a more target-oriented gun like this. You know, a longer range shooter, the longer the barrel, the longer the dwell time, technically, the harder and faster and longer it's going to shoot. You can put your precision stock on there. You can just have your normal kind of basic shooters like just A2 stock and A2 grip on there. You know, you can have your 308 in short barrel, so it's just like a blaster. You can have your 308 in a longer barrel, so you get a lot of distance to it. You got your pistols, so it's like a good all-around platform to just kind of have different customizations to.
I think we got down to a 7-inch barrel. Do we have anything smaller than 7-inch barrel?
There are like 5.5-inch, 5.56 barrels, but I think 7's the smallest we've had.
And I know we got everything up to, I think the
20.
biggest 20 or 22.
I think actually, and maybe maybe you can look this up. I think the 5.56 round was actually originally designed around a 20 or 22-inch barrel. It was a lot longer of a barrel than ARs typically come in these days.
I think the main reason, so I'll throw out the little military on it, is the infantry actually runs with a 14.5-inch barrel.
Yeah.
Comparatively to the standard barrel is 16-inch on the civilian side.
Right.
But I think the reason why it was designed with the longer barrel and it had great and they had to keep shortening it was, I think in this last conflict, if you want to call it a major war,
Sure.
there was a lot more room clearing coming in.
Yeah.
So when you had that
House
big
to house
barrel
kinda
and you're
stuff.
going through doorways and around things, people started shortening the barrel up.
Yeah.
Because you still see guys with a really long barrel with the fixed M16 stock
Yeah.
style
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the military.
Yeah.
And then you see guys that have the adjustable and they have it all the way in with a little bit shorter barrel.
Yeah.
You know, not so everybody. So something we call them dinosaurs, but they weren't really. The M16 wasn't really a dinosaur, but
Right.
it's just kind of a name that people adapted.
But
the military as a joke.
so I just took I did this build a while ago, but the first time I was able to shoot this build was yesterday, and it's my 20-inch barrel AR build. I made it more for like kind of like a varmint hunting gun / longer distance
out there a
target
little
gun.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, and I got a 223 wild barrel in it, which is cool because I can shoot both rounds out of it. So
I was gonna say go into the 223 wild.
yeah.
Wild is WYLDE.
Yes. So for those of you out there who don't know, 223 and 5.56 is technically a different round, although they are probably the most similar you can get while still being different. So the 5.56 round is actually a tiny bit higher pressure than the 223 round, and a lot of times in a lot of modern ARs, you can shoot both rounds out of either a 5.56 barrel or a 223 wild barrel. ARs maybe 15, 20 years ago, a little different story. You wouldn't want to shoot a 5.56 out of a 223.
The barrel in the chamber wasn't designed for the 5.56.
Yeah.
So if your barrel says 223 only,
But
follow the recommended manufacturers.
But still to this day, with 223 bolt guns, you do not want to shoot a 5.56 out of it because the head spacing and all that stuff is different in there.
Even the old Mini 14s.
Yep.
That's
So it's 223 only. So with the 223 wild designation, like I have on my new barrel yesterday, I got to kind of like break that gun in, which was super fun. And unfortunately, I couldn't get super good distance on it. I was just at a shorter range or whatnot. But it was super fun to shoot, and it feels for those of you out there that don't know, versus like a pistol like this, it's just a lot more controllable, a lot more smooth. A lot more smooth shooting, just kind of gun.
The true story was I saw how Cam was shooting. Hold on, let me reenact it.
Oh boy.
Oh, we have this on video. He was. Let's talk about AR pistols for a minute.
AR pistols, yeah.
We have a lot of customers come in. They're like, I want the shortest barrel ever. And we end up recommending usually a 10.5 to 12.5 inch barrel on AR pistol. Let's go into reasons why that is.
Well, I currently have 3 AR pistols myself. This is not mine. This is a customer's SBR, a good friend of ours, SBR, that he brought in for today's podcast because it is a pretty sweet little setup.
Thanks, buddy.
Shout out, buddy. You're a real buddy.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to somebody.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a little girl that watches us. Her name's Sutton.
Sutton.
Sutton thinks we're awesome.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Sutton.
Her man Pope works here. Sutton really liked the videos that she sees that I'm in and Junior's in. And then she found some videos of another guy singing, and she's like, I don't really like that band.
Wow.
And I thought that was freaking hilarious because it's just a little
What band was it?
Well, she saw a video and it just had your face on it, and she started playing.
Well, that could, if it's on the internet, that could be a lot of
I know. I'm not sure what musical video it was.
Okay.
But you got to remember, she's only a little girl. Like, what is she?
They need better parental controls on their home computer.
Around Scarlett's age. So I don't.
Okay. Never mind.
I thought that was kind of funny. I was like,
Sutton, shout out. Maybe this is more of a Sutton-sized gun then.
Sutton, you need to come in on Saturday.
Yeah.
We're giving away little rifles, and there's one
Yep,
in here,
a lot of youth
and
rifles.
only kids under the age of 12 can put into the drawing.
Ooh. Yep.
And the tickets don't cost money.
So all you adults out there, sorry.
Yep. So with a pistol, the cool thing is you can, again, Buddy has like the MP5 type handguard on here, which is cool. Super customizable, like we said, for all ARs. But, you know, a lot of times pistols are good home defense guns or room clearing guns, as you just stated, or they're just fun little blasters. You know,
Self-defense at home. You come out of your house.
Self-defense, or if you're just going to the range and just smashing through some targets, you know, it's like a short barrel. There's not much dwell time. It's not going to shoot. I mean, it's going to shoot hard comparatively to a lot of things, but it's not going to shoot super hard. You know, it's not going to shoot super far, but it's just a good blaster gun.
What we're talking about 10 to 12 and a half inch barrels, and how the ballistic, if you go small on that, you really start losing your, what's the word I want to use? Control, ballistics.
Yeah, ballistics really drop off.
You know, that's like a sweet spot, especially on a sub.
Well, from what I've read, and Junior can probably pipe in a little bit more knowledgeable on this, but once you hit the 10.5 inch mark and you start going below that, you really start dropping off ballistics with the
you lose a lot of feet per second.
That's the word I was looking for.
I think did you look up what the AR optimal
effective range?
If I understood what you were trying to ask, it says the 5.56 standard cartridge, the NATO standard SS109/M855 was designed for the maximum performance when fired from a 20-inch barrel.
Yeah,
20. Okay, so it was a longer barrel than what's kind of typical nowadays. Okay, that makes sense. But you can find barrels on the opposite of this pistol, guys. You can find barrels up to like 24 inches, which is crazy for dwell time and that push behind the round.
I would like to throw a little shout out to Demetrius real quick. He can qualify on iron sights at 300 yards, 300 meters on an old Colt. He has the badge on his uniform.
D, you got it?
Did you shoot a sheet of plywood too?
No, they were
2x2 silhouettes.
No, they're
4x4.
No, they're silhouettes of a person.
Yeah,
standard size,
like IPSC or whatever.
Yeah, it was.
There's 4 targets at 300 meters.
Yeah, no, that's like the older one. I think it was just one.
Jeez.
Never mind. I sit here giving all props.
Freaking like, World War I over here.
He did 1 shot, 1 kill.
It was like, but they were multiple up at one time. Yeah. So you had to, go through all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like 12 seconds.
Did you curve the bullet so it hit all 3 at once?
Dang, dude.
Demetrius didn't qualify, but the guy next to him got 45 out of 38 bullets. So I don't know. Have you seen that on the range where people can't stay in their lane?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen it. I've actually seen where like multiple people will be like firing on one lane so that they qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I shot expert once. I said, but I missed 2 targets, and according to this, you didn't. And I'm like, all right.
Okay. Fair enough.
Don't tell me anything. I'm going to argue with you. Roger Sarnt.
Yeah,
Moving on.
I have the time of my life at the range. It's awesome.
I do miss that, all that free ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, man. Free ammo.
Well, my taxes paid for it, but.
I was going so crazy that like by the time I was done firing, I had like several mags. Because we had too much ammo, so we just needed to dump it all. So by the time I was done, like I set it on like the wooden stake, and when I lifted it back up, the barrel was like melted.
Jeez,
burning the steak.
Sounds like a fun day.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, yeah, you gotta think about it. It's not like you're ruining your gun. You're like, hey, Sergeant, there's something wrong with this one. You might want to send that to the armor. So yeah, a lot of people ask about the barrel thing, and there's fluted barrels and pencil barrels and heavy barrels, and there's just a wide variety of barrels too.
Well, if we're talking like small, short barrels too, I mean, I know this gun's got the drum on it, but small barrels, a little bit, more manageable to shoot, less weight. Although this gun with even a drum on it is pretty heavy through the middle here. But you're managing, you're, I don't know, out of the range, just dicking around with it. It's a lot easier to do. Just
rack and slide and
just.
Oh.
Whoa. So, buddy, was this thing supposed to be loaded?
All right. So, Tito, I didn't even know Tito's here. Tito just came out of the back room.
Good job, Cam.
So tomorrow, you want to call the landlord, or
yeah, we can do that.
I'm going to take a drink of water.
The good thing it was pointing in a safe direction.
So we gonna pick up the brass, or
It's a little hot in here.
all right? So we're gonna take a little break.
Let's talk about this real quick in gun safety.
Yes,
With all my highly trained employees.
A lot of gun safety.
So, mags out, checking the gun to make sure it's clear. And that's how you do it clear is, you don't just want to, you got to have the mag out when you do this. And then you kind of look inside and like,
Full safety check, guys.
Gun's clear.
Treat, never, keep, no. Am I right?
Yep.
At least he was doing a thing and never pointing the barrel at anybody or the muzzle.
That was good. Look, Tito's still pale.
Tito's, yeah. I don't know how to describe this to you guys. Tito has an all-year-round tan, but looks really pale right now. So I didn't even know Tito was still here.
Those 11s are fire, though.
Yeah. So we discussed a lot of good things. Other thing is I want to throw out there real quick, since we're talking about good. When you build an AR, you can put any kind of bolt in, nickel boron, triggers. You can make the mag release on both sides, ambidextrous guns, safety selectors. There's every feature in this gun. There's hundreds of options and colors and styles. So a lot of guys just want to build a lower and build it out.
I got so much dust on me. Good job, Cam. There's dust everywhere.
Dude, look at my phone screen. There's dust.
You put a hole in the ceiling and you're worried about the dust. All right. So
yeah, well, Jimmy was saying as far as the...
Actually, we have Cam call the line. I don't want to make that phone call.
I safety checked and then didn't check the drum. I've been good.
Are we still... Are we...
Yeah, did you drop that
Yeah,
drum?
just rack them all out. There's one.
Oh, okay. So there was another one? Or was that the...
That was it.
Oh, okay.
How did it not eject?
Oh, yeah. Good question. Why didn't it
eject? Real good.
Maybe we need to take that gun to the gunsmithing. Okay, that one was Tannerite. That one was a joke.
I felt it on my legs.
No, I did on my
I
legs
felt it on
too.
mine. I caught that too.
Okay.
Oh, my God. There's like sulfur in there.
So we have these SOS things, real fun for kids and adults.
Oh yeah, Marley loves those.
Oh yeah, that's every.
I still have some left actually from 4th of July.
You should see our 4th of July driveway. It's just
Tito's gonna have a heart attack over here.
you just put your foot on his chest and just pump.
There's so much dust in here right now.
So we're doing some cleaning tomorrow.
Oh boy,
Lots of cleaning.
Back
All
on
right.
track.
So the
Wow.
one bad thing that the FUDs always tell me about the AR. So we're going to bad now.
All right, going to bed.
They claim that if anybody ever takes it and breaks the buffer tube off, that's the only complaint that those guys come up with. You take one of these and you just slam it real hard and snap that off, the gun comes inoperable. And I'm thinking, there's a lot of guns I could grab and beat against a rock right now and make it inoperable. So,
Yeah.
So that's the downside that some people say to the AR is that right there. I mean, I always get some guy in here that's, he has, 20 years experience on Call of Duty.
Oh boy.
And he's like,
oh boy.
literally in my college like 2 years ago. I was my senior year. Yeah. I'm a bad boy. I was going to college at 40. And the students were like, if I was in the Army, I wouldn't have shot the Colt. I'd only use an FN Scar. And I'm like, but in like Call of Duty, FN Scars are on every sidewalk when you're walking down the street. There's nowhere to pick them up at.
Yeah, you shoot the guy and then just loot him. Just take his stuff.
Well, yeah, but the enemies we fight against aren't rich militaries with FN Scars. They have
We just got to pick better countries then.
well, that's true too.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe when we get into the Russian war, we'll have better guns. But right now, it's a bunch of old AKs that Russia already sold off.
Wow.
Well, they get from the Cold War
Yeah.
that were buried, thing, and they're probably in the 70s.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy in here yesterday. He fought in Vietnam, and he started telling me he was in a tank, even though he's an infantry soldier, and he saw these guys come up, and they had the grenade that you throw up that has a little parachute that lands on top.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I bailed out of the tank. I wasn't done with that. I'm like, hey, they use that kind in the Middle East too. Russia sold them to.
Really?
Russia's always feeding military stuff to all the countries that we're fighting against.
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of like Tony Stark made stuff for both sides in the Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Remember when he found out?
Yeah.
And he's like, we're sell to both sides. I'm in it to make money.
They've got no man in the game. Yeah.
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 I'm a capitalist.
Well, I guess the other problem is with ARs, and it's not a problem with the gun
here we
itself,
go.
is that
You can't have enough, right? You can't have a lot.
well, you can't have enough. I don't think so. I like designing guns around looks myself. I design a gun strictly on what I want it to look like.
I'm surprised you haven't made one look like a guitar yet.
Ooh, that's a hey.
Ooh,
you know what?
You want to build a Fender AR?
We might have to build some sort of or a Gibson or something.
I just totally
that
got
might be an
this.
idea.
A who?
A Gibson.
A Gibson,
It's a brand of guitar.
Fender, Gibson, something like
I
that.
was talking Fenders like truck fenders. Like, we make one out of Fender.
Fender's a brand of electric guitars.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix,
Do you have one of those, Cam?
Leo Fender.
Because
No,
in your music
no,
videos, I don't see you with a guitar. I just see you like just like a model.
Well,
When you're that pretty, you don't have to play instruments. You can just sing in a mic.
dude, his makeup artist is on
I got
point.
you. I got you, buddy.
hey, thanks.
Do you wear makeup when you're on stage?
Yes, he
No,
did.
not on
but in
stage.
his music video, he did.
In the latest music video I did.
He had eyeliner on.
Did you?
Yeah, they had to make me look all like beat up and like all ragged and just.
Well, they should just be here in the
nasty.
morning when you come in.
They should be. You know, to make you
Sorry,
look better.
that was me.
I should have a bagel and cream cheese waiting for me too. Can I put that in my contract?
Tell that shop to Andale.
By the
Oh,
way, I just want
okay.
to tell everybody that the secret to his mustache is actually cream cheese.
Yep,
It is.
every morning.
It is.
Every morning he's
man.
every morning he's eating
Yeah.
bagel and cream cheese. There's some up in there, and I'm always like, bro, you got a little something right here.
Yeah.
You hear him at the door too, with his bag
Dude, can I have
Yeah.
a bagel tomorrow?
You want a bagel tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll bring you a bagel tomorrow.
Thanks.
Okay.
from
Yeah.
from Jazzy's Bagel.
What?
From Jazzy.
No, I get mine from Montevilla.
Montevilla neighborhood.
It's actually
Yeah.
funny because it comes from Jazzy Bagels right down here, and it goes all the way into
You know
Portland.
what's
and then
funny?
I get it
So
there.
go to Jazzy
I would
Bagel.
have bet money
Yeah.
those were Jazzy Bagels
Yep.
when you brought them to me.
Jazzy Bagel.
Oh.
You got it tomorrow morning.
Why
You
don't
don't have
Jazzy
to go to-
Bagel in the shop?
What?
Hey, your wife
We
used
should-
to bring Jazzy Bagel in on Saturday. It was good. Like 5 flavors of cream cheese. Dilza?
Dang. Dilsa.
Does Dilza watch us?
No.
She's like, hell no.
How come we both married and our wives are like, I'd already listened to you all day. I'm not going to watch you too.
Same exact thing she said.
Yeah, she goes,
Oh, who's this?
I gotta hear your voice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait.
Customer.
Let him come in.
That's not
Let him come
locked,
in.
is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Come on. Just let him
Oh,
in.
Megan, let him in.
Yeah, sell him something.
Megan,
there's a customer.
Yeah.
Bree, go
Hey.
get him. Go get him. Hurry.
No one pays us to podcast. They pay us to sell them stuff.
Ask him if he wants to be on the podcast.
Yeah, ask him. Megan T is running outside to chase a guy.
Do you want to be on our video?
Meg 2's chasing down.
Ask him if we get a hoo-yah.
Can I get a hoo-yah?
Wow. I bet Megan would have got our. I bet Meg 2 would have got our sign back.
Actually, she would have. I'm sure.
Probably would have tackled
Megan
her.
one's like, it was a cheap sign off Amazon order.
Oh, look,
Another
he's
one.
coming
a
back.
few elbows.
He's brave.
What's up, dude?
Howdy.
We're doing our podcast. You want to be in it?
I'm all good. I haven't seen you guys since I actually brought you guys all the stuff to set up the store.
You brought us what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Long time ago, Oak Harbor Freight Lines.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't drive for that. I don't drive anymore, so.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Who do you work for now?
As long
Maybe
as
we
you
get better
still
discounts.
shoot.
Same place, but now I'm in charge of the trucks.
Hey.
Oh.
That's a come up. Congratulations.
Can we get our deliveries half cost?
Yeah.
Megan one just gave a high
If it
five
was
for
up
those
to
off
me,
screen.
Any gun store would get them half off.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Sweet. So, back to ARs.
Ooh, 30-30.
Oh, here goes Megan. $5, she doesn't seal the deal.
This is why this is the best gun store.
Why? Why is that?
Because where else are you gonna like?
Come in during the podcast. And
Yeah,
they're like, don't
yeah, that's
worry.
true.
It's
That's
closed.
true.
It's closed.
And drink
right?
beer.
But
How would I
no,
put
here
this,
we are.
Demetrius? When you're as broke as we are, you just let people in the door.
Look, here comes another one. Made
Oh,
y'all look.
you gotta-
Made y'all look.
Oh,
But that always
dirty
happens.
move.
There's,
no.
there's always, it's like Star Wars Sith. There's always two.
You got to live in the back so that
Yeah.
whenever anybody comes through, you
Yeah.
know,
So
Ready.
question for you guys. I guess
Yeah.
we can let's run through it.
All right.
Sure.
Truck gun. All right. Length
Okay.
of barrel. Cam, go.
Ooh. Truck gun for ARs. We're
Yep.
speaking ARs.
AR truck gun.
For a truck gun, probably 7.5 to 8.
Nope. One barrel. 7.5. Okay.
Okay, 7.5.
Jeremy?
Yep.
12 and a half.
Awesome. I'd go with the 10.5.
Right in the
Now.
middle. Okay.
Home
Wait,
defense.
are we talking about barrels still?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Home defense.
10.5 for me.
Okay.
That's what I have at home.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Jeremy?
I think there's a 14 next to my bed, 14 and a half.
Okay. I'd say either 14 or 16.
Okay. Yeah.
Only because in my old house, I'd want something a little bit shorter because it
Yeah.
was tighter.
Yeah.
In this new house, the hallway's like a lot wider.
Yeah.
And my bedroom's downstairs and all the kids are upstairs. So I also know if I just want to start shooting that I don't have to worry about anybody in my family downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm that guy in the movie that would shoot through the
That
wall,
makes-
like John Wick.
Yeah.
I know he's there, so I'm just gonna pull
So
the
if you had to build
Yeah.
a hunting one, which length of barrel?
Ooh, I'm going with my like 20 that I shot yesterday.
20 for hunting?
Depends. Are we?
My 20 is pretty cool.
We're saying Oregon hunting, all right? Not
Okay,
desert, so we're
there
going
we
to say
go.
it's kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
woody,
yeah.
I
brush.
say canyon wise, you
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
In the brush. Okay, don't be tactical, be hunting. Probably 18.
Okay. 20.
Yeah.
I'd go with the 16.
16 still. 16 would still
I
do
was
the trick.
debating that, but just in case.
Most of my hunting rifle 16.
See you,
Don't
man.
really
Have a
run
good
with
one.
them. See you, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks, Meg.
Yeah, I think 20 for me, but I think I'm just saying that also because I just shot my new varmint gun for the first time yesterday too.
So you lugged
So-
that bad boy around all day.
Yeah, right.
Now,
right.
now a question for everybody.
Okay.
What size of barrel would you use to hunt Sasquatch?
By the way, real quick before we answer that, we've started building a Bigfoot corner.
The Sasquatch corner, the Bigfoot
we got
corner.
a big map up. Everybody's come in. Put your pen where you've been, where you think you've heard a noise, witness, saw, fur, footprint.
Yeah.
Put your tags in the wall.
And we're being serious too. Like
Yeah,
we
and
want
we have a
these stories
corner.
are fun to talk about in the shop here. So if you do have some kind of experience, definitely bring it up. Or somebody, my brother's mother-in-law, so my sister-in-law's mom, when she was younger, she and some friends were driving through Southern Oregon, and she swears by it that they saw a Bigfoot crossing the road in front of them, and she will get just absolutely irate at you if you tell her, "Nah, you're crazy." Like she swears by it that much. So if you guys have stories, where I'm going with that is if you have stories from other people too, it's just interesting and fun to hear. So bring them on in, and we will all be crazy people together.
I say we do an AFT Sasquatch hunting party.
Okay, so I know
You mobile?
this isn't necessarily
with it.
Sasquatch, but
He's
I
with it.
want to tell a little story happening in the gun shop this week.
Okay.
We should
I'm
really do a
standing-
reality show here.
we probably could, and I'm thinking about pitching that to D. By the way, D, I was planning on pitching that to you sooner than later. So I was waiting to get this whole
More editing.
Saturday thing,
live.
customer appreciation taken care of before I started pitching more ideas.
Cool.
I'm standing right here talking to a customer, right? And he goes, "Do you guys have a live range?" I'm like, "Nah, man, we don't have a live range, but we have this great electronic system in the back. It's interactive. If it needed to be, we can do different scenarios. We can do paper targets, shoot houses, steel targets, moving targets." And Meg's here with me. She's not too far away. And we can hear the range go off in the back room. Like you can hear like shooting the guns in the back room. And I look over and I'm like, we got a guy named Pope working for us. I'm like, "Hey, Pope, you in the back?" Well, he comes out of the opposite side of the store. He goes, "No, why?" And then we can hear the gunfire again. And I'm back there and I'm going, what? No, seriously, it happened.
Like ghost gunfire.
Well, here's the funny thing is we go back there,
Instead of Ghost drive the whip,
but
it's
the
Ghost grab
sound's
the gun.
coming out
Yeah.
of the old speakers on the old system, not the new
What?
system. Yeah, up on the wall. And Meg goes, "If you're a ghost, shoot twice." Seriously, swear to God, it shot twice. And I'm like,
No, Megan, that happened.
and Megan's in the ghost, and I'm
No.
not. And I'm kind of like, I was there, and I'm still having a hard time buying into it. I'm like,
That's weird.
it was real weird. I'm sitting there going,
We should get that off the camera.
Dude,
that
we-
was shot twice.
I mean that was recorded, right?
yeah, it's on
Both
security
cameras.
camera. That's a good point.
Wow.
And then we heard this.
You gotta
That's actually like a
gotta-
Star Wars AT.
you gotta rip that.
It was
Yeah.
the weirdest thing. Like,
I got it.
we're all out here, and the system just like started going off. And then I love when Megan goes, "If you're a ghost, shoot twice." It's like plank, plank, and I'm like,
What the
Look,
F?
I believe it.
at that point,
I have had enough experiences to believe it.
at that point, Robert just starts pulling things off the wall. He's just like, "We're gonna unplug everything now." We're just shut off the laptop and closed it. And I'm like, I was like, well,
You should have
No.
you should have Pope bless the room.
I figured we were on top of an Indian burial ground. Now is my newest conclusion.
You should have went to the nearest dispensary, grabbed some of those what are those called? Those grass things that they burn?
Peyote?
Yeah, I was like the
Sage.
nearest
That's all.
dispensary.
Sage?
Sage, yeah. They don't got it there.
I don't think they have sage at dispensary.
don't think
That's
so.
at the smoke shop, not the.
Wrong one. My bad.
Yeah.
Your herbal shops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
herbal
yeah.
shop.
Yeah.
This is an FFL regulated business.
Jeez.
We
I
don't
said
go to
sage.
I
I
know.
doesn't know the damn name of it.
Ward off evil spirits.
Well, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, so I've been wearing garlic around my neck the last 2 days. I just gotta stay safe, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a weird experience in here. It's not
Yeah, that's super
Sasquatch,
weird.
but I was like,
That's super weird. Well, we can tell ghost stories at the same time, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't know, it made me think of that. That was in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Well,
Phew.
all right.
So Sage it is.
Sage. Yeah, we should probably get the Pope in here early tomorrow.
Jeez.
Pope, we're going to need you to come in early tomorrow. Tomorrow's Pope's day off.
Yeah.
And yes, his real name is Pope.
Emergency.
Yeah, we're not making fun of the Pope. The guy's actual name is Pope.
So we got any more thoughts on
Well, we
ARs?
did good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
I want to say the things that I think are ugly are A2 post.
Oh.
I know that back in the day, and it had a great purpose. It served its purpose. It was great. But I really just like the free-floating handguards way better. I'm also glad that we got away from quad rail.
Ooh, quad rail.
I thought key mod was awesome, but I'm glad we went to M-Lock. I think that's another step up, too.
Okay.
She's leaving.
Oh, Meg 2's leaving.
Meg, we're not...
Hey, you're on the spot next week, though.
Next week, you're not going to bail out before we're done?
Wow.
Ooh.
Bye.
Did we just feel like we got dumped for no
Yeah,
better
we got
reason?
dumped.
Yeah,
At
we
least
just
she
got
got
dumped.
you. She got your sale back. She got
Oh, yeah, that's
the
true.
customer back.
Yeah. That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
So we can
Yeah.
tell everybody we officially made $25 during a podcast.
During a podcast, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Megan's
wait.
$30?
Oh, $30. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Megan's holding
She
up
did like
$3.
five.
And I'm like,
So-
She did it backward like her S's.
Oh, it's a Ghana
It's
bike.
kind of like how much you consider it like a Twitch stream where you actually make money on per
Yeah,
subscribers.
yeah.
Made $30.
you know, you literally could put us on Twitch. We would never know, and you would just have a stream of money coming in.
We were waiting.
So
actually.
much money.
I mean, hey,
You're like, I can afford a Snickers.
no, you'll see some customers coming in and be like, "Hey, I think I saw you guys on Twitch." You'll be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
You
what?
know,
Who? Where? Where?
Dee, literally, I'm going to stop paying you, and you can just have all the proceeds we get.
Sorry,
You know,
person.
it's like that guy that signed that contract in the first Star Wars. He's like, I'll just take 1%, screw
Oh.
the pay.
Yeah.
And then, because he didn't think the movie was going to die, and then the movie blew up, and he got royalties for the next 50 years off the original. I think it was the guy who played Obi-Wan the first time.
Wow.
He did end up doing like a contract. And I'm a Star Wars nerd. Steven Spielberg and George Lucas have always been friends. They both had movies come out that year, and they both bet the other one would do better. And George Lucas blew it up. So Steven Spielberg has actually been getting a check from that ever since in 1977.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he needs the extra money, but you know.
Well,
That's awesome.
I was just glad he got that money.
Hey, that's a yacht payment,
That's
bro.
support.
Yeah.
That's
true.
You think keeping up that 25 employees at your house is cheap?
yeah, right.
Well, tell us, how many employees do you have? You're a rock star.
Just Robert.
0.
Oh, that kind of rock star.
How many? Yeah, you got more employees.
I got 4.
Yeah.
They're not cost effective, but I have 4. Shout out to the kids.
Oh, those ones.
Oh.
So where are we going with this now?
We did good, bad, ugly, and I said the
Yeah.
A2 is ugly, and I'm glad they went to a free thing with an M-Lock on it. What do you guys think is ugly?
We're getting pretty close to probably.
59 minutes and 45.
Oh yeah,
we're at an hour, guys.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's like the
Yeah.
ugliest thing about ARs, though, is probably the A2 and the quad rail.
The A2 quad rail, I can't stand usually. Sometimes they're comfy. I like to have a rubberized grip on my ARs. I don't really like just the smooth grip type stuff. Like some of the Magpuls are okay, but I'm big on the
That ergo
actually,
grip's really nice.
The ergo grips are nice. Those are my favorite. I got those on a bunch of guns.
I also don't like that big fixed buttstock. I like it having an adjustable.
Yeah, adjustable buttstock
I
is a
think
must
that's
too.
good.
Yeah.
Do you have any sweet stuff you want to say? Junior, you've been real quiet all night. You all right, bud?
I was letting you guys talk.
I
I'm
know.
here with the audience. The one thing I'd say I dislike about the AR, right?
Oh,
Is they're too fun to shoot.
juicy. Oh.
Oh.
Spend too much money shooting them.
ARs are just too much fun. It gets me
Yeah.
down at days.
I always like
Yeah.
to say it's like an adult version of a 22.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because it's
Super
technically
fun.
a 22 caliber.
Well, yeah,
three. Yeah.
You know,
I think that's a
it's-
valid point.
It's more of an adult. I mean, I'm sure everybody grew. 90% of people grew up with Legos, building stuff, adding stuff to personalize. The AR is just the same thing. Sporting rifle, multiple purpose platform, customizable. I mean,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit.
That's true. And
I
every
mean,
time when you think they can't do something else, someone came out with a new spin or twist on it.
So next year I might have a gold one.
Megan's brother is making a Ghostbuster AR.
I'm pretty stoked about
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be cool.
What about Megan herself?
Megan, what's your gun?
She's building one based on the Lotus, the White Lotus
Ooh.
from the Earthbenders from the Avatar, and I'm pretty stoked about that because I've watched the whole series too.
She'll have to send us pictures from.
Yeah, you're going to have to
Texas.
send us
Yeah.
pictures from Texas. Everyone, Megan is actually moving soon.
This is Megan's
this
last
is her last
podcast.
podcast behind the camera. So Megan,
So Christian, you're running out of time, bud.
Christian, let's get on the
Christian,
get
you
on the
literally
horse here,
have
bud.
36 hours.
Yep.
Oh, Megan's wiping tears back.
Megan, are you wiping tears? Are you holding
Oh,
tears
look,
back?
oh,
Oh,
She's
well,
like-
Megan,
she's
you
probably tears of joy. She's like, I don't have to deal with these guys anymore.
yeah, she's like, I'm out of here.
Dude,
Finally.
Awesome.
Megan, you've done a great job with the camera work.
Yeah,
You
anybody
Megan-
can push a button for record.
Yes.
You turn that
But
button on
you-
better than any other
Yep.
employee we have.
Yep. Yep. Oh, she's flexing the guns now too back there.
She's
Okay.
she's just like, I don't know if you've seen
All right.
these.
So
I
your-
lost something
Megan,
over there.
your task for tomorrow will be to call the landlord and explain the unfortunate mishap that happened with.
You don't think it's
some
going to rain
employee-
tonight, do you?
Luckily, I know a lot of roofers,
Yeah, so it's not going to rain, is it?
but the thing is, we still got to get on top of the roof and see how far the bullet went.
You think it's still coming down?
No. I think it's down.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. Well,
All right.
we just made a nightmare for D within the next 48 hours. So.
D is
No,
going to
not 48 hours.
Twen-
We're talking
12.
like 12.
He doesn't need to
and
sleep.
somewhere in there, I have to sleep. Like,
All right, guys. Oh, okay.
Whoa,
well,
whoa,
okay.
that's overrated. Sir, just pretend you're.
D,
All right.
you are coming by on Saturday though.
Saturday.
so the
I will
folks
be
can
there.
meet you.
I will be there.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
sweet.
I think
Mixing
you need to
up on
wear
the
a shirt
turntables.
that like says like who you are, something that represents you, so people know who you are when you walk in. Like,
Yeah. Get like one of those, hello, my name is.
You got to get a shirt that says
shirts.
producer.
If you
And you
guys
can
see-
walk into the Vince McMahon walk,
if anybody,
the power
if
walk.
you guys come in, you see someone that looks like Mr. T, but smaller with less gold. That's him.
okay.
Nah, we'll get him a chain.
And no mohawk.
And no more.
we can
well,
fix
I
that.
thought you could have that by then, so that's why I
we
was
can
like,
fix that. D.
Yeah, yeah.
do you want to borrow my 18
I'm
man?
trying to blow. I'm trying to grow my hair out.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
okay.
Last time I checked, you still have to meet regs once a month.
Yeah, but I mean that's once a month,
All right.
and I can get it up to 3 inches.
Oh, okay.
But when you get
Okay.
out,
You gonna go back to having the lokes?
When I get out, I'm
Getting
getting
the
my
locks.
locks back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have them, and I'm getting them reattached.
Okay. All right. Cool.
nice, lucky.
Yeah. All right, folks. AR-15s. That's our rambling podcast.
That was-
Podcast.
A horribly awesome organized 45th Parallel podcast brought to you by Advanced Firearm Training, brought to you by the rock star Cam himself, my favorite gunsmith in the whole world, Junior, Meg 1 running the camera, Meg 2 bailed because she's not good at her job. Dimitri, as always, it's been a great pleasure to have you on site,
Of course.
working all the black magic behind the scenes,
And see everybody this Saturday.
and come in for tacos. And have a good night. Don't forget to spade and neuter your pets. Let's do it. Time out.
I think Cam should do it.
How are everybody?
What are we doing?
Go get a blanket, put in that loud ass gun.
Which loud ass gun?
The one right there in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
There's a little drum in it.
Yeah.
Oh, we could rack the one in there, put the drum back in, so drop the drum, but don't clear it. And then when we fire it on tape, you're like, oh shit. And then you'd be like, this is why you should always clear your guns before.
Sorry,
Or
guys.
shoot
Teach
a blank,
gun
dude.
safety.
Just so we can teach people
All right,
to
show me
clear
your
their
shirts,
guns.
guys.
What's that?
that's gonna be so loud.
Only for the people that are wearing earmuffs.
It's big
Do I
deal.
put it in right now?
We're not doing the blanket. It's like towards the middle of the podcast.
Check, check.
No, but you should have put it in there and then.
It's in battery.
No, but you should have put it in there and then racked it while you're going over the gun and then pulled the trigger on accident. Like, oh,
I think what you should do, we should all just look up at the ceiling like,
Okay. Is everybody okay with this?
Yeah.
that went.
All right, guys.
Hey, it's not up to me.
When I rack this gun, there's gonna be a blank round in there, and I'm gonna pull the trigger and shoot it.
Make
Yeah.
sure it's that way.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't want to look like a fucking moron.
when it gets posted,
You look like that all the time.
go into the comments. Add it in the comments afterwards. When it gets posted, you can be like, it was a blank, guys.
Okay.
That way, their own expense when they're watching it.
Actually, D, at the very end, edit in a banner that's.
video.
Yeah. Add in a banner.
There was no ceiling tile.
Yeah, no, the exact
Right.
tiles were hard.
No animals were hurt in the making of this video. No PTSD was caused.
Yeah.